Yes. Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Lynx here. We are very behind because part of me was in like limbo because I had made me something to eat and then I ate and then I was already having stomach pains. Then I had more stomach pains. But I'm back. I'm here. I'm good. I'm I'm straight. um, so we are going to still react to a video. I want to react to this comedy hype video. I hyped it up for like 2 nights now, so I might as well get to it. And then we're gonna finish up Sparks of Hope, probably tonight. I don't know if we're gonna get the Namco Cross Capcom tonight. We're gonna try to do what we can in Sparks of Hope, and then if it's like maybe like 5 or 10 minutes and we're done, we'll go into well, I still want to do like the side stories and all that stuff too. Try to 100% it if I can. Before we get into all that, thank you, Shangi. I'm probably butchering your name. And Oka Shift 77. Also, thank you, Oka Shift 77. Last night he sent me a 3D emote of my logo that looked really cool. Much appreciated. And if you would like to be like these sexy pouncers, please follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at It's Really Links. All one word, just like it says at the top. Follow me on Facebook.com/It's Really Links TV, Streamlabs.com/It's Really Links. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Cash App, I'm on YouTube, especially the YouTube. I'm trying to get a custom URL. I can only get it with you guys' help. So please titillate the senses of that algorithm and like, follow, share, subscribe, retweet, all that good stuff. Do whatever you can with that. We are going to get into the video that I already have up here. There we go. All right. Let's get to this. This is the comedian Earthquake. I know that's a crazy zoom in, but that's where they started it. We're gonna get to this, and I'm gonna get my reaction. So, as a quick backstory, the other night, I was going in on a comedy hype reaction thing that they did about Eddie Griffin's reaction to their meme or whatever. And I was going in on the owner for the most part of comedy hype. Particularly, I brought up this scene here, this incident where the owner reached out to this man on screen, Earthquake, comedian Earthquake, for an interview. Earthquake did not deny, but he turned down the interview due to like scheduling conflicts. Okay. He later goes and do an interview with Vlad sometime thereafter, or Vlad released the interview. I don't know when he did the interview with Vlad, but Vlad released the interview unbeknownst to comedy hype that they even reached out or whatever, because obviously Vlad reached out as well. So he puts out the interview, Vlad doing his thing that he always do. Comedy hype feels some type of way, and their whole thing is it's all kumbaya, it's all, you know, black unity and peace, love, and all that stuff. Until it's not. Until it's a case of, oh, I feel slighted. Now we gotta tear that black man or black woman down because they did something that hurt my feelings. So that's what he did. Hey, thank you, Marcel. Thank you for the like. Much appreciated. Salute. Yes. So he felt slighted. So what did he do? He didn't reach out to try to get another chance at interviewing Earthquake. Instead, he went out and interviewed Earthquake's wife, right? Or ex-wife, I should say. Because they were not married at the time. And the woman proceeded to just dog out Earthquake, talking about how he's a deadbeat dad, how he don't pay no child support, how he don't take care of his son, all this other stuff. Vlad goes on a interview. Earthquake does an interview with Vlad later on down the line, explains his side of the story on Vlad TV. Basically, he's saying that Vlad, he had a payment system with the baby mom. They have a separate bank account just strictly for child support. Okay. Earthquake was saying he's always on the road, always touring and all that other stuff, always at comedy shows making money. Whenever he makes his money, a cut of that goes to his manager and a cut of that goes towards the child support. Okay. You can see all this on Vlad. I should put the Vlad, well, I can't put up the Vlad, saying Vlad will definitely flag me. But it's up there. It's Vlad's version, like when he tells this version of the story on Vlad, you can see it over there. But he's basically saying that he has a separate account for the child support. So basically, he said that when he puts that percentage in, that's the percentage for the son to take out for his child support and all that stuff. He don't touch it. It's only for him, right? Even though the mother of the child is touching the money and stuff like that. But it didn't matter because Earthquake said, this is how much I got to pay in child support, or the court told him, this is how much you got to pay in child support. So he's paying that child support off. He keeps putting in the money, not thinking nothing but of it, just doing his being responsible. Eventually, child services call Earthquake, and they tell him that you exceeded your amount that you're supposed to, like they did the numbers on how much he's supposed to pay in child support by the time the child is an adult. And they crunched the numbers, and they was like, you exceeded your amount, so you no longer have to put any more money into this child support account. So he said, okay. And he stopped paying. And then the money dried up on the other end because the mother or the son kept taking. So there was no more. Then when there was no more, they went to Earthquake about it. Earthquake was like, I fulfilled my obligation. I don't have to do this anymore, and I'm not going to. He's like, if the son needs something, he can come to me. We can, discuss it then. But beyond that, I'm not putting any more money in this bank account. So he didn't. So then she felt the type of way about that, got mad, and then that's when she got on Comedy Hype and aired them out. And hey, Jonas, thank you. Hey, how you doing? And that's how we got here. This is about like a year after that whole incident happened. And Earthquake finally got on Comedy Hype, and here's his take. Let's go.
My ex-wife had no standard other than being my ex-wife to be on your show. That's my problem. However I feel about you, I saved it to this day when we will have this talk.
Mr. Earthquake,
hello.
Welcome to your first one-on-one on camera with Comedy Hype.
Or way too many hours of Warhammer K lore. This isn't that. This is like comedy lore.
Based off of previous interviews that we've done, based off of what
Warhammer lore.
So it's a lot of different emotions going into this, and I again thank you for taking time out to make.
Am I too loud? Am I peaking? No, I'm not peaking. All right, I'm not peaking.
Let's just jump into it, like kill the air. Top of the year, we did an interview with your ex-wife. From us, after we released part one of the clip, it became a thing of self-reflecting in terms of a company.
Okay, hey Jonas, I know you weren't here. I just literally like went over and like explained all of this, but basically this video is Earthquake confronting a guy who interviewed his ex-wife talking shit about him. That's the long and short of it. So this is the guy finally getting to say what he wanted to say to the interviewer face to face after what the interviewer did.
At the same time,
I got some of them Warhammer games. I never played any of them though. That's crazy.
Miscommunication or misinterpretation from even people that watched it, trying to figure out what the hell was Comedy Hype doing with that move. What was your reaction when you seen it?
I mean, before we even get to that part, as I guess the question I would have.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen that yet.
This is Comedy Hype, and it's a platform for comedian. Mm-hmm. What significance did my ex-wife have with that description? Mm-hmm. So that was stunning.
Oh, wow.
Anything. Mm-hmm. And I guess the first thing, since we're clearing the air, what was your motivation? So
I dropped my link tree in the, I pinned it on Twitter. So just go to my, or I put it on Twitch, sorry. Go to my Twitter and DM me the link so I can see it.
To put my ex-wife on a comedy platform. She's not a comic. She's never told a joke. She has nothing to do with our genre. So that's my first reaction, and most people is, because you put this and you says this a platform for people such as
Rats,
me,
no Twitter.
From what I heard, I was a motivating reason for you to have this type. Great comic who doesn't get the commercial.
Well, leave it on the DM on Twitch.
Different shows, but into it. That's what I was told about it when I did my research. So
yes.
That stunned me again that I'm still not adding up how my ex-wife gets on your platform before I even get on it. And I'm supposed to be the motivating force. So I guess that would be my question since we're airing this. How did she qualify? And who made that decision?
See, all that he said was some good stuff right there. Like, his wife, like he said, not a comic. There's no reason to interview the wife. This is like, I never understand this thing where it's like, I'm gonna just throw, because I was thinking about this earlier today. Like, certain names came up, like Sarah Molina, for example, right? Sarah Molina is the baby mom to the rapper 6ix9ine. Okay, when she gets interviewed, anytime she gets interviewed, right, the vast majority of the conversation is about 6ix9ine because nobody gives a fuck about Sarah Molina. She's just the baby mama to the rapper that people care about, right? Oh, I see it. I'm gonna check it out in a second. So nobody cares about her. Same thing. I can throw, what's another name? Lizzo. Okay, Lizzo is dating some comic, right? I don't even know his name. That's how much I care about the dude. And most people don't. It's just the fact that you're Lizzo's boyfriend. That's it. Nobody cares to interview you because you haven't done anything worthy to get interviewed for. So they just interviewed her to get back at him about, because he turned them down for an interview previously and they felt some type of way about it. That's not how you conduct business. You don't try to get back at somebody because they declined an offer that you made them or whatever. So you go and try to discredit them for it.
So backstory is that, she reached out to our platform. So I do want to make sure that's clear.
Okay.
It was a little bit of a thing of
to which she could have declined.
Of really trying to figure out what her motive was. At the same time.
Oh, you have no idea. I cover all sorts of like entertainment lore on here. Not the Kardashian though, but yeah. I don't really mess with that type of stuff.
I was the one that cleared it, that felt that, okay, let's do the interview. But I was also stepping into a notion of it is kind of in a weird way, in a weird perspective, it is trying to give comedians respect, which was, hey, these people are making you laugh, you drinking your drinks, you don't give a damn for real. Sometimes people don't care or how hard you worked on your jokes, but he's dealing with something at home. So it was a little bit of a idea of we can give people the drama that they tend to want, just to be very blunt. At the same time, I hope that it was going to gain you some empathy of like, damn, he got this shit going on at the crib, but then he coming over here trying to make you relieve yourself of what you're maybe dealing with. And that's kind of where I justified it for myself to be like, okay, if I can go with it in that intent, then I felt okay with it, and I didn't really like trip out about it. But it wasn't like a thing of I got a vendetta against Quake, and that's where it got a little like misconstrued for my perspective, where people made it feel like it was a personal attack. I never met you in person, so I don't have that type of thing where I'm just sitting there like, let me get at Quake. And I think that's where I didn't like where it went.
Okay. What he's saying right here is complete bullshit. I watched that interview. Like, he was not trying to understand Earthquake on another level beyond the stage that he performs on or whatever. That shit was a complete hit piece. Like, that's all he was trying to do was just tear down that man's name. He was not trying to go there at all. Like, he was the one asking the questions that set up like his ex-wife to say what she was saying. It's like, oh yeah, we heard some things about Earthquake and that he did something with his son. Can you give us some more detail? Like, he was feeding her stuff to say to try to tarnish his name. Had nothing to do with like any of the good that he did off the stage or whatever. Just purely the bad. And this is someone he claimed to respect.
Our side of telling like journalism and telling stories, it does ruffle feathers, and I oftentimes may not be excited about some of the stories we have to do, but I do feel obligated to try to give the audience like clear, truthful stories.
But for you, I mean, what y'all did At worst, disingenuous. At best, bullshit.
See, look, he
And
sees
I say
it.
bullshit in this way. 'Cause
He
everything
knows.
that was said to her, she fulfilled none of those criteria. Adversarial divorce. So anything that she said was not going to be fruitful for nothing that you just said you was looking for. You could have went to my daughter. I have daughters. I have brothers. I have sisters. I've been in the military for 9 years. I have all these other people that you could sit back and say, this is what he go through as a regular dude. I have a brother that going through cancer that I have to deal with. I have different things that brothers, grandson that I have lost. These are other different things that you can see that I go that carries more weight. If that's truly what you want to do, then something sensational as an ex-wife, who had no comment that I only been married to for 3 years.
That's where I messed up at. So let me be clear. There's more to that interview. It wasn't just that part that came out.
Right.
In the interview, I can admit, and I've said this on record, that I messed up when I realized she was only with you for 3 years. So my perspective of things.
I'm curious. This is why I know, like, it was just a hit piece. Because, like, how could you miss something like that? You didn't do no research on this lady. I mean, granted, there wasn't much research to do on because, again, she's not famous. She's not a public figure. But the fact that you didn't know his due diligence on how long he was married to somebody, that's something you can find on the Wikipedia page. So you couldn't even do that much to do research on Earthquake, let alone his wife or his ex-wife.
Thinking, okay, I can get backstory on this dude. Because as I started asking her questions, she couldn't give me, like, detailed things that I felt that an ex of a Bernie Mac would give me, a Richard Pryor would give me. So I think it would have blown over better if she had more history there. That's where I feel that I can interview an ex-wife without, like, if she has backstory. Like Chris Rock's ex-wife been with him like 20 plus years. She's an ex, but I think she can give me some backstories. How did Chris feel when he got that first?
But you don't think by doing that you're giving someone a platform that they haven't earned?
Yeah, that's it right there. And this ain't the first guy he did this to either. I said the other night that the same interviewer, he interviewed, and this is one of the things that made this channel go viral. He did an interview with Richard Pryor's bodyguard, right? And Richard Pryor bodyguard promoting a book. And in his book, he was talking about how Paul Mooney, who was on his deathbed, yeah, it's a lot here. Paul Mooney, who was on his deathbed back in the 70s and 80s or whatever, sexually assaulted Richard Pryor's son. And Richard Pryor found out about it, and then he put out an alleged $1 million hit on Paul Mooney's head because of the whole thing. And then they interviewed the son, and then the son was like kind of alluding to being molested, but never actually went in depth about anything. Yeah, this ain't the first time. He most recently did this to what's her name? I don't remember her name. It's Gary Owen's ex-wife. So, and it's just a hit piece on Gary Owen. So, this ain't something he like learned his lesson from.
And for us to support your platform, who are you to distinguish who you give the right to get on our level to discuss us? And why should we support you if you're going to just arbitrarily pick people who adversarial to us and our existence, or we haven't gave them a platform to say to us to argue this point for you to give them one? Because for your creative, you have to make a decision. If that's what you want to do, then you need to tell people that. And then we will make a decision if we want to make your comedy hype. But you have no right, bro, to give these people who have adversarial, detrimental destruction towards us a platform. Because I have...
All right, I'm going to call audible. I'm still going to play this, but I'm gonna pop on Sparks of Hope. So give me 1 second so I can multitask this. Let's... Hold on. Yeah, I can multitask this. Okay. There. I already turned the music down for this anyway, so we're gonna do both.
No problem with you interviewing her. Do it all the time. Leave me out of it. But see, you wouldn't interview her unless you had to bring me in. And you're coming to you asked me to interview me, and I never said it was a qualification or requirement that I had to talk about her. That's what we're always saying, bro. We earned this. You're a comedian. How would you feel if a club owner, for whatever reason, you ain't get along with, and they just brought him on here to tell you as a star, how club owners, I wanted to see the backstory, how club owners that deal with comedians. And this motherfucker's here to trash you. You're like, God damn, bro, I supported your platform.
All right, cool. Yeah. I'm going to check it out, definitely. Thank you for showing me. Have a good night.
That's all we saying.
Right, no,
and that's why I came here to talk, because you're a black man. I'm going to support you. I'm going to take it.
Right.
And
the thing is, we're trying to, like, I look at like CNN or like other news platforms. I think people directly connected to me as a person, and oftentimes I'm really more so looking at this as an entity as far as a business.
But you got to take on the responsibility as the editor. You making the decision. So who else we supposed to look at? We said we say we want to talk to the boss. They sent you. That's who we want to talk to, the decision maker. So you can't be the decision maker and say they looking at me. That will let you know too. Every decision you make gonna come back to you. Put that responsibility on you. That's all we saying. And deal with the consequence that comes along with it, because you're a comic too. I did my homework. You a comedian.
Oh, I'm not a comedian.
Okay.
No, sir. I think that's another comedian.
Okay. All right.
I hope you get the right resources.
No, because I didn't know who y'all was.
Right.
First, I see y'all on your Instagrams. I support it. I hit it. But I never knew who it was. I didn't know it was y'all this or that. But once you put my ex-wife on, I did my homework.
Copy.
And say, who is these dudes? Talking to the people. He's a comedian, they in Atlanta, all right, cool.
I don't tell jokes.
Oh, okay, that's what I was told. So, I'm gonna have to slap him around what I said, but we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I and again, it's that thing of when I mentioned earlier, like self-reflection, where I want to give at least our people honest journalism, stuff that doesn't necessarily always be pushed in our favor. Because I think sometimes like content like that can be disingenuous when it's just like always from one perspective. And so when I do sit down with people that may not have favorable things to say about people, it's the thing of I just want to give the
There's nothing wrong with that. I know I can't speak for everybody. I wouldn't care who you put on, but let them have a standard for them to be put on.
Copy.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
My ex-wife had no standard other than being my ex-wife to be on your show.
Right.
That's my problem. I earned this.
Yeah.
You allow her to exploit who I am on your platform in hands of a story, whatever the story is. And people gonna always, especially at my level, gonna say, how did they earn that right to be on your platform? And if that's the criteria, then I'm not f***ing with you. I'm f***ing with you because I heard you was doing this.
Right.
And you being a man have to deal with the consequence of the decision of what you is. And there's no wrong there's nothing, don't get me wrong, putting different, allow the other person to tell their side, they tell their side. But if it's comedy hype, it should have something to do with a joke.
That's true.
Some type of criteria.
Some type of criteria.
You know, I think what kind of made us like feel comfortable to get non-comedians is when we interviewed Rashawn Khan, Richard Pryor's old bodyguard.
Oh, he brings it up
with it, and people appreciated his insights, perspective, and again, that's where I messed up.
He's trying to flip the script again, mind you. I don't know if it's just me. Did any of you at this point in time hearing all this, did any of you hear an apology? Did anybody hear, I'm sorry, my bad? Maybe I missed it. I didn't hear an I'm sorry, I apologize, my mistake. Well, he did say, it was my mistake to not do research on her further. But he never once apologized for even interviewing her in the first place. Like, he still feels fully justified in that. So, but as far as the thing with the bodyguard that I told you about, that gave them their biggest views ever. If you go look up their channel, their most popular vids are that vid right there, because it was all over the place. Okay, like major news outlets was covering that story. So that's why, like, he's bringing that up. So he figured, like, oh, if I can interview this person and get all this, who else can we do this with? Which, to be fair, and my memory might be off, I thought that the interview with Earthquake was the interview with Earthquake wife came before the Richard Pryor one. I could be wrong, but I thought it came before that. But regardless, whether it did or didn't, it's like you still didn't apologize and you were just trying to clout chase. If his version of the story is true, that the Richard Pryor bodyguard interview came out first, you just seen the success from that and you tried to ride that wave and you tried to do it at Earthquake's expense. And now he getting on your ass. And not one damn apology, as Felicia said. Hello, Felicia. How are you? I hope all is well.
Rashawn's been in the game for a long time.
Right.
And then I think if your ex was like known with you for a long time, I think it could have been more respected.
Or substance to the point of witnessing something that had something to do with the profession. A bodyguard would, a manager would, a security, a personal assistant. You know, people gonna look at it as assistant. Did he fire him? They'll come there. But an ex, man,
Because the thing is,
you get a mic to your ex, man. That's no one.
Yeah.
Stevie wouldn't see that shit. No, it ain't a motherfucker around here would sit here and say, yeah, I need y'all, come on over here. I know who will tell my story. Go get that motherfucker I was in court with. Bring that motherfucker over here. You're going to get an honest articulation of anything. Nothing, and that's all I was saying. And I wasn't mad.
I'm doing pretty good now that, you know, I got to eat and my stomach stopped hurting and all that.
I didn't never take it that you did it maliciously. I'm just too blessed for it more. Plus, man, to be honest with you, that shit right there, you couldn't pay me enough to pay that no attention. I'm so far. When I start with non-productive motherfuckers, I stop. I don't give them nothing else after that. I've learned. So all that other shit, y'all, you, I've learned. I gave you too much of my good, blessed life f***ing with you to worry about a story where he say, you say, or any of you motherfuckers say, I don't need to hear about it because I was there. I was a witness to it. Can't tell me what the happened. She can't tell you. Nobody else can ever tell you interaction with me that I give a fuck about because I was there. If you feel it was wrong, we have a discussion. We would squash it and move on with it, like me and you doing here, and continue on. And we say, f it and move on with life. Those are the fucking options when you f***ing with me. So I wasn't mad at you. I knew eventually we were going to talk and we had this conversation. All I'm saying to you, you had a great platform that comedians support and respect because you put historic comedian, you're doing your shit. As you as the editor and running of the shit, there's no place for a nigga ask if she ain't telling no jokes.
I definitely think, you know, what you said is very valid. And that is something that I've like noticed in terms of with like our bigger comedians. I do question like sometimes why they don't run up here, they sit down. So I can imagine that kind of like they don't know where to put us right now.
Well, no, I mean, we root for you, man. We do. We sell more tickets than any comedians in the motherfucking country. If it wasn't for black comedians, these comedy clubs would close. I'm telling you not from speculative. I own comedy clubs. I know what we doing. What we saying is, and I'm really speaking as no coalition, but to err is human. If you personally, I feel by putting her there, it's a mistake. We acknowledge it's a mistake. We move on. It's gone on. But your platform is somewhere that we can come and say this and have this dialogue. And if you don't do it in a malice way, even if you make a mistake, there's nothing wrong with it. Because a mistake is still good. I make mistakes. I've been in this business 30 years. Made countless mistakes. But I also had enough humility to say I did that and fixed it and moved on and made me greater. Once we see
hold on 1 second.
Platform, we gonna root for you because we need this. We need a place to come that we can say what we feel where it is. But we also need to know that we have a report like me and you having right here to get where it is. So it's all good, man. See, I'm in the debate. Tell me your opinion. That's why I'm single, because you just can't tell me you're a great woman. Prove it. Show it. Put this up where it is.
All right, I'm about to wrap this up
great
now.
For you, got to be great for me. So that's it's just just put what you are, who you are up, and let it be. And you have a great great platform. And I seen my boy TK articulate the same point to you, only in TK way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know, like, thank you, TK, but fuck, that was fucked up. Don't you ever do fucked up shit like that.
That was, that moment, was probably one of the, I think we got the most backlash for it up to this date, doing that particular move. So again, that's made me really reflect where I thought our audience, because our audience was like, dude, what you doing? Like, our audience that normally yeah, y'all do great interviews. And then when I went down that lane, they didn't want to see that. And I got to read the comments. And I am curious to know if I can.
Okay, one other thing that he does that that his comics, like when comics get on here and stuff like that, or he get feedback from his audience, he talking about he read the comment section. A lot of those people that push back, he'll still call them out, talk about oh, they wrong, and or sometimes we got to realize some of the people that support us, they're sick. Like, I remember one time, I forgot what was the conversation where he called his own fan base sick for not agreeing with him. For not blindly going what he's saying. This is a dude who just I don't want to say narcissistic. I don't want to go there because I feel like people use that word way too loosely. But he just really, really, really hates accountability. Like, he despises accountability. So if something don't work, if he tries something because that's the thing, he tried to pass the buck. I'm like, no, you're the leader of the ship. You can't blame anybody. When something goes great, it's your fault. When something goes bad, it's your fault. Okay? You gotta take the good with the bad with the leader. You can't point fingers at anybody else because everything starts and stops with you. Any decision that was made is on you, including you hiring a person. Let's say you hired a person and they went rogue. Guess what? That's still on you because you hired them. So you got to take the blame in that. You can still, in a situation like that, you can still be like, all right, that person went rogue. I had no idea, but you still got to take accountability of I hired that person. This dude hates accountability. Again, not one apology. I don't even know how many. Okay, so it's 6 minutes left. We're 17 minutes in. Not one single apology.
Can get an X and tell the story, but non-issue.
Well, you can, but you got to make sure, as an editor, in my humble opinion, that the breakup was amicable.
Okay.
If it ain't amicable, then you already dealing with a person that's biased. That's your first thing. How do they perceive each other in public? If they have high...
Or even then, here's one way I still wouldn't do what he did. Let me say that for the record. I would not do what this guy, this arrogant guy did. Okay? But if I was to do it, hypothetically, there's a way he could have did that. He could have brought brevity to all this. He could have brought clarity to all this. That would require him to do his own damn research, which he didn't. We already established that. But that's the first thing you got to do. You got to do your own research on Earthquake. And then when she starts saying stuff like this, it's like, now, granted, he didn't have the Vlad interview to back off of with the whole child support thing. But that's you doing your due diligence where it's just like, yo, I don't want to get into all that because none of that is substantiated. We don't know his side of the story, stuff like that. If he'd have tried to do that and she would have kept going, at the very least, he could have been like, I tried. Right? Or he could have just heard what she said and tried to shift the conversation to something else. Right? Getting to know maybe the good parts of the relationship, the highs and all that stuff. Like, if there was some balance, is my point. Even if she wanted to call him like a deadbeat and all that stuff, you got to take the good with the bad. There was nothing but bad in that interview. All she was doing was dogging him out. She didn't say a positive thing about him. So, it was completely biased, and he was leaning into the biasy.
Regards for each other despite their separation, then it's a possibility.
Like Nicole Murphy might be a good one.
Yeah, maybe Nicole or good Murphy.
Personally, I wouldn't interview Nicole Murphy about Eddie either. So, like, again, this wouldn't work. But I guess, no, that still wouldn't be a good example. The fuck she got to do with comedy? And I like Nicole Murphy, but, like, nah. Why she still got his last name, by the way? I'm weirded out by that. Oh, as a sidebar, do y'all see the thing where Shaq said that Shawnee is still his wife no matter what? Like, she married now, but I forgot he was talking about something. He was like, yeah, this is still my wife. I mean, I respect it. I'd be the same way if I got married and divorced. Like, no, we still together. You can get married again, but we still together. I'm still your husband. You still my wife. This bond ain't breaking.
Anyone, if they got kids or both of them still co-parenting, is they here, there ain't no thing about trying to hold custody, he a bad father, rest of it. If it is, then you can go in and say, how was it being an ex with dealing with a comedian that has one of the most selfish profession that it is. Yeah. There is no profession more selfish than us. We're everything to ourselves. Produces everything, manufacture, clothes, world, we're everything.
That's true.
Golfers got get a break per hole. We don't get no break. Just keep going constant. So you have to understand that. So if you have a woman who loved him more than she loved the situation of them breaking up, going their separate way, and the knowledge is best for, like one of Richard Pryor's ex-wives, the one that came back 2 or 3 times.
That is a good example. He's right. That woman is a good example. That's the one that's trying to get his movie going and all that other stuff. That's a good example of somebody to interview. And I think, to be fair, in Comedy Hype's defense, they did interview that woman. Just recently. I think they interviewed her about a month ago. To be fair, that is a good example of somebody who, like, because she was with him along the way. She was shooting with him in the gym. She wasn't actually like a stand-up comic or whatever, but she was there to understand the art of comedy and the world of comedy and stuff like that. And, like, she wants to put out the Richard Pryor story, all his good, all his bad. And it's just to, like, celebrate him. Okay? Celebrate the life and times of Richard Pryor. That's a really good example of if you're going to get somebody away from that life to talk about the comic or whatever. That's a good example. So I don't see that with Nicole Murphy. I don't see that with Earthquake's ex-wife. Hell, I don't even see that with The Bodyguard. So it's just like one of them things. They just interview so many people, and it's just like you're just constantly asking, what the hell does this have to do with comedy? They interviewed, what's her name? Not Claudette Colvin, the woman who originally was on the bus 9 months before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat. They didn't interview that lady, but the lady that was on the bus with her, which I'm not even gonna lie, I liked that interview. I thought that was a good, like the little 10-minute piece that they put out. I enjoyed that, right? But it still left me with the question, the hell does it got to do with comedy? Like, was she a comic back in the day? Was she given a set while she was on a bus? Like, Oh, and then the guy came up and I said, she ain't do none of that. Like, make a separate channel, because it's like, I get it. I'm one of them people, I'm a hypocrite because I always say, like, this is my channel, I can do whatever I want with it or whatever. But that's because this is just Lynx TV. So it's whatever the hell I want it to be. Like, that's why Vlad got Vlad TV. Vlad can do whatever the hell he want with it. So he ain't locking himself into just interviewing rappers. He can interview whoever he wants because it's Vlad TV. It's not hip hop TV. It's not Vlad hip hop. So you guys are comedy hype. So your whole thing got to be based around comedy. And I don't know how you're going 6 degrees of separation yourself from Rosa Parks to comedy. I would love to see how you get down that train. Or in this situation, that bus. See, just helped you out there. Maybe I helped you. I just gave y'all an alley-oop. Anyway.
What? I don't know which one, but that's the type of person that you need to give you what you say you're looking for.
Right.
Now, we all gonna think is really that you think you was getting that from her.
I'm not gonna bullshit.
That's what we saying. You want the sensationalization of it, and then we're dealing with a whole.
It was a little bit of like, of course, I knew that there was gonna be drama. I knew that there was gonna be something that would get people's interest. But for me, I was able to justify it by knowing what my intention was.
Yeah. But you didn't justify it. He just went on a whole tirade. Like, he spent 10 minutes debunking your justification for it.
Yeah, but like I said, you at the least, from the outside, your intentions at the least is disingenuous. At the worst, that's bullshit, because that person could not achieve the objective. Now, you might use that objective, and we can move that objective as an explanation for when your ass got that fucking backlash. But that could not be your intention, because we feel.
Hey, sis, how are you?
What you was looking for from that individual for the intentions you said you was trying to get. Right. There's no way an ex gonna tell you great things about me.
And to all credit, there's more footage, and I got to pull some stuff out of her because I wasn't on.
Well, the truth is the truth.
Hold on, that you know I'm calling bullshit on that too. Yes, he didn't release the full thing. He didn't release the full interview. There was more there. But guess what? You didn't give a fuck about what was the rest of that clip. You didn't care about that footage. Because if you did, you would have put it out. You only cared about the sensationalized part, and you left it at that. It's been like, what, 3 years? He hasn't released anything else from that because there was nothing else of substance, because it was all about her, and we don't care about her. We only care about Earthquake. We care about him because he's the comic, he's the public figure. So he could say like, oh, I got more footage or whatever, but unless this footage gives exactly what you said you were looking for, what you were trying to do, none of what you just said matters. And we know it doesn't because you haven't released it. So.
Only crime is I left. Period. I loved my wife. I would have never married her. Still love her today. She gave me one of my greatest creations, my son. I have nothing against her. As my wife, it has nothing to do with who she is. It's the title that she had. She wasn't my girlfriend. She wasn't my fiance. She was Miss Strowman. Shit comes with that. She knows that. She appreciated that when it was gone. Ain't no missing with this. It was never. That was my life. That was it. But protect her to the day I die, because that comes along with the title she has. Of course she had to say that. There's nothing else to fucking say. There is nothing documented for anything other than what I'm telling you right now. She or nobody else could ever bring a motherfucker to dispute what I'm saying right now. Period. So of course he said
period.
I'm supposed to give a motherfucker a cookie for telling the truth. The fuck out of here. It is what it is, and that's the problem. When it is what it is, testify what it is. Because we exist. If you make it to that point, and if it's at that motherfucking point, don't sit here and tell us just, oh, well, he did do that. Then find it again, since it was that easy.
Again, the aftermath for us was, it's like something blew up in our face. We owned it, this is us trying to do what's the necessary things to
We're good,
move
brother.
forward. Yeah.
We owned it. You spent like 20 minutes trying to justify it, talking about something we owned it.
Good. If I thought it was something bad about it, I wouldn't.
And take this. This is just. I'm putting tinfoil hat on here. A little conspiracy theory. I don't know if Earthquake and Comedy Hype get along after this interview. But what I will tell you is that Earthquake has not been on this platform since this interview. Do with that information what you will.
You see, I never ever said replied to you. You never had me say,
He's been on Vlad at least 2 times after this.
don't fuck with y'all. You ain't got nothing on me saying, how could y'all do that? That's some bullshit or nothing. Because I knew eventually we going to talk. I owe you that. It's a business. You get what I'm saying?
What year is this interview? This interview was 2 years ago. So this is during the pandemic. But this was 2 years ago, but the wife thing happened a year before this interview.
I owe you. That's the kind of motherfucker. However I feel about you, I saved it to this day when we gonna have this talk. And tell you my point about it, and then you tell me yours, and we'll just have this conversation. We'll move on to be better men. More black men should be that. I did not allow my emotion to take over, and I damn sure didn't take it personal. I'm like, man, that's a bad story. That's gonna hurt them.
And that's another thing. That laugh is crazy. But that's another thing, too. A lot of people don't know about this Comedy Hype guy because for years he hit himself. Like, he's all in front of the camera now. I showed you guys the other day. He hit himself for years. He did not want people knowing who he was. Because that's the type of shit that he was on. Like, he wanted to do that sensationalized stuff without, again, this is what I mean by he hates accountability. He did not want anybody knowing who he was. So people thought he was just this this comic. That's why Earthquake said it too. Who else said it? Corey Holcomb was another one that said it, where they thought he was this comic, some failed comic that was trying to get back on other comics who dissed him in the past. That's why people thought that about him, because nobody knew who the hell this guy was. He came out of nowhere and just start like dissing all other comics and stuff like that, or trying to like throw other comics under the mud for no reason. So now they actually see who he is, and he's just some clown trying to catch clout.
I'm in this business. I got a radio show. I'm in this. I mean, yeah.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I'm in there. That ain't the pony. That ain't the pony to ride.
Yeah.
That's all.
That is, and definitely, people were advising around me, kind of the things are like, yo, you sure you want to do that? People on my team was like, but for me, there's a fearlessness behind the platform too.
Yes.
And so we went there, but this definitely made me think a lot. And this is something I always think about in reference to, and hopefully that people can know that we've moved on and we're gonna jump into your career.
Yeah, we're good, man. 100.
Thank you, sir.
We're good. Ain't no love, but we good.
All right.
That ain't shit. We good. Let's move.
All right, that's enough of that. But yeah, that was that clown. And like I said, he hasn't learned his lesson. He's never going to learn his lesson because he hates accountability. If it was up to him, he would throw Pierre, Capone, maybe even that little moderator girl. He would throw all them under the bus and blame them if he could. But, and like I said, he hasn't learned his lesson because he did the same thing interviewing Gary Owen's wife like maybe a month or two ago. So, whatever. I want to get it off my chest, though. So thank you all for my TED Talk. Let me put my music on. Matter of fact, let me put the music on for this game, because they really bigged up the music in this DLC. And I ain't even get to hear it. So hold on, let me. As soon as it loads up, I'm gonna put it on. Let them know? You want me to let them know? Let them know. All right, hold on. Our music a little too loud. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I'm looking at my thing over there. It seems fine. All right. So my goal is to get over here. Okay. So I mean we gotta go all the way around. Ain't no shortcuts. All right, well let's do this. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Let me know. Let me know. Where the enemy at? Oh, yeah, we out there. Damn. All right, hold up. Word. Come on. Get over there. Damn it. Here we go. Ba ba boom. You already know what it is. Oh, no, hold on. Not that, not that. You already know what it is. Bam. Hold on, let me get over here. Damn it. Here we go. Yeah, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. And you get him too. Ooh. Oh, you're not gonna go over there? That's so corny. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Okay, good. Get right here.
Now you fly.
Oh. That was smart. Damn, I wish I could shoot him from here, but I can't. Oh no. Damn. Oh no. Why can't I go down there? About to be a bunch of mass explosions. I'm mad they can walk through that and not take no real damage. Aw. Oh, I still got him. Oh, my whole team out here naked now. Ow, ow, ow. We on our way. We're on our way. I wish I can cancel out that Like, I wish I could cancel out this guy. He's so far behind. They should give you the option to cancel out your summon, but they don't. Damn.
One down.
Yo, we making good progress getting through here. I thought this was level 34. And on the hardest difficulty. All right, I'll take that. And that whole area up there is sealed up though. Oh, that whole area is sealed up over there. Nice. Nice. Oh, that works. Long distance.
Too easy.
Oh, I didn't mean to do this. Screw it. Oh, word? You're not gonna let me through? I said, you're not gonna let me through? He said, nope. You gonna let me in. Bam. 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 Yo. What the? Let me in. Oh, God. If only. I highly doubt it, but let's try. Might as well do this too. Oh wait, my guy is right there. Oh damn. Wait, I won this. It don't even matter. I won this. Yeah, see, look, I'm right here. I win. Well, my stealth shit. I thought I had to go further back. I was like, oh, okay. You can't see me. My time is now. It's the franchise. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Go ahead. Get out of here. Go ahead. What's this? Oh, it's whatever that is. Hold on, we're not landing yet. Oh wait, look at this. We're definitely not landing. Hold on. Hey. I don't think I was supposed to hit that. Hey. Getting them planet coins. Maybe I'm supposed to break these. Okay. Break this one too. Oh, there's a puzzle. You know I love my puzzles. Professor Backpack. Oh, thank goodness. Not a moment too soon. My rucksack nearly soaked through. I might put my music on. I thought they were going to give me music the entire time. I discovered a fascinating bit of history here. More importantly, another riddle that needs solving. In the chock-a-block mind, it is rare to find the calm that composition takes. Clear your head with a wander. The clues are beyond here, but can be stored in a space that you make. You see those blocks over there? They're positioned in relation to those symbols. But how? I believe the Clues are not to be found here, but amongst the ruins, many islets around us. I will help you find them. My rucksack is heavier than normal, having quite and got wet. Not to boast, Professor Backpack, but since you last saw us, we became boat owners. Lead the clue finding to us. Yeah, I don't know anything about moving that. What's this? I don't know what that is. What's this? Allegra came to the pond to conduct her biomphony, and so we joined her. The music was loud and traveled far, and the pond trembled as a wondrous beast rose from the water. I want to see what this beast is. Y'all keep hyping it up. Got him. Finally, we get to see some enemies. Now that it's this big open space, maybe the game will take a little longer. Maybe. And there's the music. This sounds familiar. This is Mario Galaxy?
Let's finish this.
Oh yeah, we gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna. Oh, I missed. I won't miss this though. Yeah. Bam. Hold up. You already know what it is. Get them, minions. Boom! He trying to run. Don't let him run. Oh, now you get him. Uh-oh. None of you can get him. There you go. There you go. Bam. That's what I'm talking about. Where the other enemies at? It's got two over there. We got one over there. So what we gonna do? Boom! Whee! Yeah, that summon helps a lot. That probably would make my job easier, to be fair. I believe I can fly. Bam, 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 bam. Stormblade. I think my Stormblade will get him. Don't move, home skillet. Oh, then I say your ass not to move. Oh. Oh. Oh no, I'm about to die.
One and done.
Is that it?
Down just right.
Damn, we ain't level up. Okay. I think I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 more battles and then I'm gonna call it a night. I just want to explore for at least until 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Will that be like 9:30 Pacific? Is it the shoes? I came all this way for that one enemy, but I did need that one enemy though, to be fair. Why Bowser get down so aggressively? He's like, F this ladder. Let's tread through the muck.
We will be heard. We will play again.
That's not creepy at all.
Where are those heroes?
There are golems everywhere. They're cutting into my practice. Can you see? Any 3 will do. All right. Oh, wait. This is the thing I was looking for before.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dear friend, help is coming.
Ooh. It's a clue to our riddle. All right. Moon block 3 rabbit. Okay. We need to reproduce its real life counterpart. Okay. I'll have to try to remember that. Damn. This thing is level 40. We about to get blown up. Boom. That's crazy. This is level 40. Oh, we gotta survive. Oh no. For 6 turns. And they mad strong. Oh, screw that. Hold up. We're gonna heal then. Do that. I'm a warrior. On me. That's what he said. On Hood. On BD in him. how much health he got. Oh no. We need to get to some of those bombs.
Off you go.
I'm a jumper. Quick, get your summons out. We need all the defense we can get. Yes, and I got a refresher. Hold up. I see they want to go down there. Go get him. Yeah. 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 Get back. You don't know me like that. I'm gonna do that at least. Like I said, it says 6 turns, but all I really need to do is get to 2, because then I can activate the unseen, and then I win. So I really just need to survive 3 more turns after this. That's okay. I'm not even going over there. Oh God. Oh God. Here he come. Oh no. Yeah. Oh. Help, Bowser, please. We need some more defense. Hold up.
Move it.
I'm out of here. No. Yeah, we don't need to do anything else. Like I said, the whole thing is to survive, not take them out. Oh, God. No. No. Oh, man. It's getting crazy. If I can get all the way over there, I'll be good. Okay. Escape. Hurry, run away. Hold up. Go over here real quick. There we go. No! That's not where I wanted you to go. There you go. Why don't you go that way? Oh shit, now he closer to me. Oh, I'm doing this all wrong. Oh no. That went horribly wrong. Quick, put the attention on me. Now, if I hit him, that's gonna make it worse. Damn. No! That's crazy. They messed up my strategy. Damn, my strategy done. You missed. Run! We could still kind of survive this somehow. Ugh. Damn. They hit hard as hell. Damn. A critical on top of that. Y'all lost. Y'all need to level up a lot harder. Nope. Return to exploration. That's level 40. We can't do it. We're only like, what, level 31? If I could have kept my one guy alive, I would have been able to do it. I just need to get, like, actually after this turn, that would have been the time. Because all I had to do was just hit, whatchamacall, and I'd have been good for 2 turns. Oh, damn, I need to get that, too. That's why he's protecting that. All right. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Go.
Oh. Coming all this way, huh? Okay. Whoa.
Fire at will.
Hold fast, dear friend. Help is coming. Release her. At once.
Go. Fire at will.
Whoa.
Let's go, bub.
What's this?
We will be heard. We will play again.
Fire at will.
Hey, buddy. All right. Now I'm going to definitely finish this battle off. And when I finish this battle off, then I'm going to call it a night. John Cena lifts 500 pounds with ease. Is that when he lifted up the Big Show? What I gotta do? Defeat all?
Let's finish this.
All right, this is more my speed. Okay. All right, I see one enemy over there.
No good.
Come on.
I'm so strong. summon time, boy. Bam. 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 There.
Deadly. Can't puff ourselves up.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I could use for that level 41 too? I could use Peach.
Release her. At once.
How do I get that in there? I guess I beat this and then it unlocks that. Darkness on the beach. Yeah. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Where's the fire attack? That's what you need. Darkness on the beach.
It's of no use.
She feels nothing. All right. Yes. All right. We're going to try to continue Sparks of Hope. Apparently the game is a little bigger than I thought. You heard me? And then we're going to do it's like another video I want to check out tomorrow. Hopefully it's a lot shorter. I know it's shorter than the video we've seen tonight. So yeah, we'll do that. Sparks of Hope. After Sparks of Hope, Namco Cross Capcom. Oh, so I said Mass Effect Trilogy was the next one after Namco Cross Capcom, but thanks to Nintendo, we are going to call another audible, and we are going to do Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars after Namco Cross Capcom. And we're on chapter 25 of Namco Cross Capcom. I believe there's 45 chapters in total. So, yeah, we're making our way. Please follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at It's Really Lynx, all one word, just like it says at the top. Follow me on Facebook.com/It'sReallyLynxTV, Streamlabs.com/It'sReallyLynx for the donation, TikTok, Cash App, YouTube, especially the YouTube. I'm trying to get a custom URL. I can get it with you guys' help. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. retweet, donations, stars, whatever you can do to titillate the sense of the algorithm, please do that. Especially the stars and donations. Look a little light over there. I appreciate my homeboy Marcel yesterday for the donation on the stars, but let's see if we can keep it going. Keep it going. Let's keep that combo just fluctuating upward. But until then, stay safe, cherish your loved ones, all that good stuff. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye then.